So until next time, have a good day, have a great day. I'll see you in the next Galaxy's Edge video. So like I said, we're going to take a look at the Jedi Holocron first, and we'll have a look at the Kyber crystals that I went on about in the Savvy's Workshop lightsaber video. I even have the crystal here from my lightsaber, so I can show you what I meant by Qui-Gon. Now, the Kyber crystals are also acquired from Dok-Ondar's, same as the Holocrons I explained, but there were different characters for each colour. Now I'll read out all the characters and colours, even for the Sith ones, just so you know. We'll start off with red actually, just to get them out of the way. So, red, we have Count Dooku, Darth Sidious, which is Palpatine, Darth Vader and Darth Maul. Then green, we have two versions of Qui-Gon, two versions of Yoda. Then there's the four purple crystals are all Mace Windu, and I believe there's two for his Clone Wars voice actor and two for Samuel L. Jackson, which is the prequels. The black Kyber crystal is Supreme Leader Snoke. Only one character for the black one. Blue, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi from the original trilogy, so the Alec Guinness Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then Luke Skywalker from the sequels. Then white is Ahsoka Tano, there's two versions of that, and Chirrut Imwe from, I've said his name wrong, but from Rogue One. And yellow, there are four crystals, two for the Jedi Temple Guard and two for Maz Kanata. And then there are two different crystals, which I have one here that relates to this Holocron. We will get into the other one in a minute, but it is basically an 8-ball crystal. You put it in the Holocron and it turns the Holocron into a magic 8-ball with the voice of Frank Oz as Yoda, and then obviously Darth Vader for the Sith Holocron. Now, they give you a bag in Dok-Ondar's that says Black Spire Outpost, and then it resembles Arabish the way it's written. It's a nice bag, drawstring bag, and then you open it at the top, and then you pull the Holocron out, but you also get, if I find it in the bottom of the bag, you get a USB charging cable which plugs in there, and that's how you charge it. So I just thought I'd let you know it is USB chargeable. Right, and I have got these laid out in a specific way. So obviously got yellow, which is the Jedi Temple card, which is the furthest up to the light as they've done in colours. Green, which was sort of higher than blue, I think, if I remember that right. And then purple, because purple is the balance between light and dark. And then white, because that's the colour of a purified red crystal. So blue actually fits nicely in the middle. So, all sides of the Holocron are identical, minus the charging side and the door side. But we have, obviously it's like the teal, is it that teal baby blue type colour, with a gold circle in a just angled square, and then there it's made a thinner outline. Then we have the corner pieces, which are triangles with another triangle and like a horizon type shape in there, and these twist. If you're wondering how to take it apart, the screws are there. They're underneath the corners that you twist. And obviously you've seen the back panel where the charger goes, that's upside down. You got your legal information, and then the front panel is different because it has the Kyber crystal chamber door. So yeah, this, before you actually put any Kyber crystals in it, which I will just move these to the side, it does have a pre-encoded message. There is already a feature in this that you can do without owning any Kyber crystals. So it'll do that when it's turned on. It actually shows up nice and bright on camera. It's very loud.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen, with the dark shadow of the Empire rising to take their place. This message is a warning and a reminder for any surviving Jedi. Trust in the Force. Do not return to the temple. That time has passed, and our future is uncertain. We will each be challenged, our trust, our faith, our friendships, but we must persevere, and in time, a new hope will emerge. May the Force be with you, always.
So it plays in Revenge of the Sith, when Obi-Wan and Yoda go back to the temple, we see Obi-Wan pre-encoding a message into all the holocrons, but we don't see what it is in the film. And then in Star Wars Rebels, when in season 1, in the early season 1, when Ezra opens the holocron, it plays that message, and that's the message that is pre-encoded into the holocron. Now, just because it's not in a crystal container, I will put the green one in first. So what you do is you pull the front door open, you put your crystal in the little slot there, and you shut the door, and then it will change. Then the two panels here where you can see little touch points, you put your fingers there, and it will play the voice messages. Have I missed one of the pad things? Yeah, I have.
May the Force be with you. Remember, concentrate on the moment. Feel, don't think. Use your instincts. Always remember, your focus determines your reality. I am a manifestation of the Force. A force that consists of two parts. Living beings generate the living force, which in turn powers the wellspring that is the cosmic force. All energy from the living force, from all things that have ever lived, feeds into the cosmic force, binding everything and communicating to us through the midichlorians. Keep your concentration here and now where it belongs. Be mindful of the living force, young Padawan. Midichlorians are a microscopic life form that resides within all living cells, and we are symbionts with them, life forms living together for mutual advantage. Without the midichlorians, life could not exist, and we would have no knowledge of the Force. They continually speak to us, telling us the will of the Force. When you learn to quiet your mind, you'll hear them speaking to you. Remember, concentrate on the moment. Feel, don't think. Use your instincts.
So yeah, that's Qui-Gon, and I think I actually have both crystal variants for Qui-Gon. Because you see, what you do with these is you have a little bit at the top here, the Kyber crystal holder, where you can wear it as a keychain, and then you have the holocron sort of design on there. You got all your legal information on the back. Well, not your description, rather, of holocron, which I will read out to you. Then you got warning label, and then Kyber crystal, and then I believe that's Kyber crystal in Arabic at the top, but the camera's not focusing on it. There we go. Right, I'll read out the back for you. It says, this crystal is attuned to the Force. It can be used with Savvy's workshop, hand-built lightsabers, and holocrons. Then the bottom, you've also got your Lucasfilm Limited, Disney, Made in China, all of that. Then you twist it, remove the bit of plastic, and out comes the crystal. But yeah, I've got both variants of the Qui-Gon crystal, which is cool. It wasn't what I was intentionally going for. I was hoping to get a Yoda, if I'm being honest, from the Savvy Saber, but oh well. So I'm just going to put this crystal off to the side, because we've done that one. And now we will start with yellow. Same as that one, twist it. Do you know what I've just realised? The yellow crystal is still in my lightsaber. Hang on a second.
One eternity later.
I come back from getting the yellow crystal and my tripod fell over. Annoying. And the camera battery is running low. We're really on a time level today. Right, I'll seal this back up then, because I'll put the crystal back in my lightsaber, but this is the same as the green one, but rather in yellow, which is cool. We'll put the crystal in there, in the chamber, close the door, turn it on.
A temple guard's mask and robes confer anonymity and symbolize emotional detachment. During guard service, you surrender your identity, your weapon, and everything else. Only your commitment to the Order remains. It has been centuries since invaders dared set foot in the temple's halls. Should they come again, the yellow blades of the guard shall meet them. The archives of the Jedi Temple contain secret knowledge forbidden to all but the ranks of masters. Safeguarding this knowledge is the highest calling of the Guard. Violence within the temple is unacceptable. When it occurs, the Guard will put an end to it, acting with neither fear nor favor. It has been centuries since invaders dared set foot in the temple's halls. Should they come again, to serve as a temple guard is to reconnect with the most ancient wellsprings of the Force. Through such service, the Jedi, the Temple, and the Order are renewed. I uphold the traditions of the Guard, but command no troops. To be a Temple Guard is not a specialty or a profession. It is a sacred duty to which any Jedi Knight or Master may be summoned. For eons, there has been a Temple Guard. When you don the Guardian's mask, you become a link in an unbroken chain, one that represents centuries of honor and duty. I am Kaloma Ree, captain of the Jedi Temple Guard, and I will defend the Order and the Force with my life.
That was the one I was hoping it would play. The one where he introduces himself. So I'll put that there. Put the yellow crystal off to the side. Now on to blue. Same as all the other crystal containers, except it's blue. Now I had a problem with these crystal containers when I got back from America, is they actually sealed up on the plane. I don't know if it's the temperature or what, but they would not open. So we had to like dig a knife in there and then twist. Wasn't fun.
The Force is what gives the Jedi his power. It's an energy field created by all living things. It surrounds us and penetrates us. It binds the galaxy together. You cannot escape your destiny. For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice in the Old Republic. Before the Dark Times. Before the Empire. Don't give in to hate. That leads to the dark side. This is a dangerous time for you, when you will be tempted by the dark side of the Force. A young Jedi named Darth Vader, who was a pupil of mine until he turned to evil, helped the Empire hunt down and destroy the Jedi Knights. Now the Jedi are all but extinct. Vader was seduced by the dark side of the Force. Remember, a Jedi can feel the Force flowing through him.
So that was Alec Guinness as Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think the purple one I've got was Mace Windu from the Clone Wars. Can't remember, it's been a while since I've had it in Holocron. Same as the other containers, but purple. Also, if you shine the light at these, I'll show you what happens in a minute with the white one. It creates an interesting effect. I'll show you with purple. Right, got the torch on my phone here. Complete clear. That will be important when we take a look at the Sith Holocron.
Never use the Force to settle negotiations. That's mistaking power for justice. The Force always has a plan, but it doesn't always reveal that plan on a Jedi schedule. Strength has determined the outcome of many battles, but the best proof of strength is the battle that never takes place. For those in despair, a Jedi's arrival means hope. We are shepherds, and the galaxy is our flock. Strength has determined the outcome of many battles, but the best proof of strength is the battle that never takes place. An unlit lightsaber shows the time for negotiations has arrived. A lit lightsaber shows the time for negotiations has passed. Be mindful of the difference.
Yeah, it's definitely Clone Wars. Ooh, it's not going off now.
A Jedi's life is one of service to the Republic. We protect civilization against the darkness that would devour it. In negotiating, silence can work better than a speech. But silence is more effective when it comes with a stern look and a lightsaber.
Yeah, there's, I think, 4 versions of each for Mace Windu. 2 versions of each, rather. So that's, be interested in that. Now we have white, which, very, I forgot to show you, there's actually stuff on the bottom of the, it's like serial numbers on the bottom of the Kyber crystal container's lid. Forgot to show you that. Same as all the other crystal chamber containers, but white. And here's the white crystal. As you can see, with the, it's probably easier to show the crystal. It's just like a chip, an RDFI chip inside the Kyber crystal that houses all the information. So in theory you can actually reprogram them to custom things. So
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret you.
it's not registered the crystal. There we go.
I haven't been a Jedi for many years, but I still serve the will of the Force. I'm an instrument, an agent, a fulcrum. I left the Jedi path to find my own way, and for a long time I felt lost. Then through compassion and helping others, I found my true purpose and direction. Anakin Skywalker was my master. I thought he died at the end of the Clone Wars, but his true fate was far worse. He'd been consumed by the dark side. My master was an unconventional Jedi. I followed his lead, which wound up saving my life. The crystal is the heart of the lightsaber, and the lightsaber, an extension of your will. A Jedi's life is dangerous, and the lightsaber, often the difference between life and death. I died when the Jedi were betrayed, or so I let everyone believe. I abandoned my lightsabers and even my name. I'd been a Padawan, but I knew it was time to become something else. I couldn't fight the Empire alone, so I helped the Rebel Alliance gather intelligence, connect people, and together, we gave hope to those who had none. When I was young, I was reckless. Being a fugitive taught me patience. I learned to watch, to wait, and to trust the Force. I died when the Jedi were betrayed, or so I let everyone believe.
So that is all the crystals. Obviously it's not every character and version of every character because that's just a lot. But that is every colour available at this point in time. I mean, I think the only lightsaber colours that aren't like really done are orange. It's probably one of the main ones that haven't been done. But orange is that uncommon that you can live without having it anyway. So. Right, now we have the special crystal. The Force Guidance Crystal. Obviously we have a picture of Yoda there. Same design on the side. On the back the text is actually different. As for knowledge, in the crystal will impart guidance through the Force. It can be used with Savvy's workshop, hand-built lightsabers and holocrons. When it's used with a lightsaber, I think it just makes it sound identical to Yoda's lightsaber. And obviously instead of, I'll pull the green one over here, instead of silver, it's got a copper top. Same with the Sith Guidance Crystal. Pull the bit of plastic off. Comes with a piece of paper. And it's upside down. This crystal will allow you to receive guidance from the light side by Master Yoda as you seek knowledge and wisdom. Ask your question out loud and use the Force to activate the Jedi Holocron to hear Master Yoda's response. Be cautious when placing this crystal on the Sith Holocron as it may lead you down a dark path. We will test that later on, and we will also put the Sith one in this Holocron, but we'll do them near enough the same time because there is actually a thing the two Holocrons do together that I want to show off to you. So here's the crystal, and we place it in the crystal chamber. Close the door as normal, and then ask it a question. It doesn't actually work. I'm going to turn it off here. It doesn't actually work. It's like a gimmick, but it's just a cool gimmick, really. So the funny question of will we reach 100 subscribers?
Always in motion is the future.
So that's basically a no, and it will cycle through a load of different responses.
Always in motion is the future. A certainty this is. It is the will of the Force. Yes. Shrouded in darkness, this path is. You must unlearn what you have learned. A little more knowledge might light our way. Meditated on this question I have. My answer is no. In harmony with the Force, your path is. Keep your mind on where you are. On what you are doing. Yes. A certainty this is. Yes. The Force will be with you. Much to learn, you still have.
And that's pretty much all the responses that it can give you. And the idea is you just ask it a question and it will say a randomized selection of choices, and it's like, oh look, Master Yoda has told me that today I will buy a lottery ticket that wins or something, that sort of thing. You know, it's not trying to be like, oh look. So I don't use them for advice, obviously, because they're not designed for you to go, yeah, Master Yoda, do I spend like $4 grand gambling? That's not what they're made for. It's just a novelty.